Praise be to God who has graciously blessed us with all the heavenly blessings to date. We thank Him for how far He has brought us in this month, November, our month of remembrance. May He continue to keep us safe to the end of the month. Grace, mercy, and the peace from God be with you. Amen. Our reflection for the day is Exodus 3, verses 18 through to 22. The elders of Israel will listen to you. Then you and the elders are to go to the king of Egypt and say to him, the Lord, the God of Hebrews, has met with us. Let us take 3-day journey into the desert to offer sacrifice to the Lord our God. But I know that the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand compels him. So I will stretch out my hand and strike the Egyptians with all the wonders that I will perform among them. After that, he will let you go. And I will make the Egyptian favorable disposed towards these people. So when you leave, you will not go empty handed. Every woman is to ask her neighbor and any woman living in her house for articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The word of God. I speak to you on the topic, unless a mighty hand compels them. Unless a mighty hand compels them. The Lord, who knows everything, knew Pharaoh would not easily let them go. He made Moses aware and told him what he would do to let Pharaoh allow them to go. So in verse 19 and 20, God said, but I know that the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand compel him. So I will stretch out my hand and strike the Egyptians with all the wonders that I will perform among them. After that, he will let you go. The leaders of Israel would accept God's message, and the leaders of Egypt would reject it. God knew what both reactions would be before they happened. This is more than good psychology. God knows the future. Any believer can trust his or her future to God because God already knows what is going to happen today, tomorrow, the next week, next month, next year, and to the end of the world. See what the Lord will do for his people in verse 21. And I will make the Egyptians favorable disposed towards these people, so that when you leave, you will not go empty-handed. May you never go empty-handed. I pray that your life will be full. I pray that God will let you obtain special favor of grace. What favor is God talking about? The exact favor is what is spread out in verse 22, which says, every woman is to ask her neighbor and any woman living in her house for articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The jewels and clothing were not mere borrowed, they were asked for and easily received. The Egyptians were so glad to see the Israelites go that they sent them out with gifts. These items were used later in building the tabernacle. The promise of being able to plunder the Egyptians seemed impossible to Moses at this time. Unless a mighty hand compels them, may the God of wonders do something great in your life that will compel them to know that there is a mighty hand operating in your life and speaking for you. May God bless you with the heavenly blessings. Say amen. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Emmanuel Ministry Jews and on Facebook page Emmanuel Ministry. Share with family and friends. May the mighty hand of God compel your enemies to bow before you all the time. Shalom. Peace.